But like you said, it was another day and another record close that we saw. Now, the S&P 500 and NASDAQ, they hit fresh all-time highs again on Monday, with the NASDAQ up about 0.3%, whereas the Dow, that slid 0.1%. Now, this marks the 15th record close for S&P 500 in 2025. Now, remember, markets are reacting to a new US and EU trade deal, which includes 50% tariffs on most European imports, including cars. Now, President Trump has also signaled a global tariff rate of 15 to 20%. Now, remember, investors are eyeing further deals, especially with China, ahead of that August 1st tariff deadline that's looming. The talks did resume on Monday in Stockholm. However, we are yet to get the final details. Meanwhile, the Fed's rate decision, that is due on Wednesday, with rates expected to stay in that 4.25% to 4.5% range. And it's also the biggest and busiest week of earnings season in the US, with over 150 S&P 500 companies reporting their numbers this week, including the likes of Meta and Microsoft, which will report on Wednesday, followed by Amazon and Apple that are going to report their results on Thursday. So that's how the US market setup is looking like, Ankita. But how are things on the crude front?
Kanishka, thank you so much for giving us a check on as far as the Wall Street is concerned. But let's take stock of how the crude is shaping up. We did see a jump up of 2% coming in on crude. Now remember, Brent crude is sitting at $70 a barrel. Now, we had the trade deal with US and European Union, and the US president, announcement of a shortened deadline for Russia, to end its war with Ukraine of a sanctions. On the back of that, we did see a jump up coming in crude. Crude futures also rose $1.6, which is 2.34% coming in, and that closed at $70 a barrel. The WTI also gained $1.5 or 2.38%, to settle in at $66.7 a barrel. The Brent crude had touched its highest price in the last 10 days, of course, after Trump said that he would be reducing the 50-day deadline that he gave to Russia over ending the Ukraine war. Now, the deal between European Union and US is also a possible extension of the US-China tariff pause, also supporting global financial markets and oil prices. So oil prices did see a jump up coming in. In fact, it has hit more than a week high, in yesterday's session. Brent crude has touched the $70 a barrel mark for now.
All right, so that's how the commodity market is shaping up. But let's move on and take a look at how Indian markets